Jeff Martin here with Parents First. And if you want to search me online, there are a ton of Jeff Martins. But if you search Jeffrey Alexander Martin, then my information will come up on a lot of various things I've done, especially my writings. And that little bit longer of a name, not as many people have. I have encountered Jeffrey Alexander Martins as well, but it's a little bit more unique. So we've gone through a lot. We've gotten up to traveling through the entire body and being aware of it. We have that is a great way to progress. And I highly recommend it. It's my experience. You can also just focus on your pain areas. I have done that at times myself earlier in my meditation practice. You can also just focus on the mantra. I have at times done that myself much earlier in the process. And you can just focus on the awareness of the breath at the end of your nose and just feeling that area. And that can be extremely useful as well. Often, those two, the mantra or just being aware of the feeling at the end of the nose, are the easiest for people to get into. And they get to the point of awareness, of being calm and focused relatively quick for most people, and sometimes it takes a little bit more to become aware of the body. I would say that is well worth the time and effort and a little bit of setting aside of some time for yourself. The program is called Parents First, and it is amazing that when we're able to transform ourselves, then that transformation reverberates out, and it reverberates to the family and to our communities and to our society. Because what we really need to have a transformation in relationships is to change something. And that something can be something other than us, and that could change the relationship, but that's not in our control. It is in our control to be able to change something about ourselves, the way we're interacting with ourselves, the way we're processing, the way we're processing. If we change that, changes the way we behave. It's so powerful if we can change those types of things on our own and let those changes reverberate out through our lives, through our relationships. So it's been great going through these videos, going through these lessons. I hope people have gotten a lot out of them, and I am confident that they will. It definitely fluctuates with how much time and effort you're willing to put in. And you want to put in some, you can get results relatively fast. So you don't need to say I'm gonna go for a super long period of time before I see anything, something like that. But also, we don't want to go into every session saying that unless I get results in this session, I'm not doing the next session, and something like that. These things they're old, they're ancient, along with being updated and confirmed and reconfirmed by modern science. So they spread the whole spectrum of the human experience, and it confirms the effectiveness, the truth, and the impact that these types of things can have upon people's lives and on people's relationships. So definitely use them. Definitely use them. Our lives are really made up of defining moments, of defining choices, of opportunities that we grab or we pass on. And I think this is definitely one of those. It's one of those points where you could choose to pick up new practices and apply them and make a huge difference, not only in your life, but in the lives of your spouse, of your kids, of your other relatives, of your extended family, of your friends, of your community, of your society. You do not know how far it can go. So all we can do is begin. There is a great quote that I like from the play Cato by Joseph Addison, a British writer in the early 1700s. And it is, "'Tis not in mortals to command success, but will do more, Sempronius, will deserve it." And so that idea that we can't demand success, but we can do the things that we know should lead to it and will lead to it if we follow through on them, Maybe if there's a little bit of providence on our side along the way as well. But doing those things that we know to do and keeping up with them can have a transformative effect on ourselves, on relationships, on our communities, our societies. And I hope this has been one of those for you, and I hope it will continue to be, because that's what this has been for my life, is that it's been an accumulative, transformative experience over, in my case, years and years at this point, over, in your case, over weeks. And I hope that it will keep expanding out into the future and into your life. Until next time, this is Jeff Martin with Parents First, signing off.